ladies and gents, this is the final part of the Redeemer Alliance strat. But do not worry, after this there will be the explosive battle. And there it is, the beautiful Redeemer. Oh, how great it looks. Now it's stealthed at the moment, mainly because it's in my base, and my base has that stealth field generator, so that's nice. Now I've got a squad of liquid Tiberium troopers coming up, and I've also got a missile squad to come up as well. They're gonna occupy the Redeemer. So let's talk about some of the Redeemer's key features. The Redeemer's probably the weakest epic unit out of all three. Not saying that it's not powerful compared to the other two, but I personally think it is the weaker out of all three because it only has 2 garrison spots that you see there. So it's got 2 garrison spots plus laser cannons as it's sorry if you heard any buzzing there. And there you go, the missile squad is in. It has a missile launched on its shoulders, and it also has a liquid Tiberium launcher on its shoulders as well. So now that it is finally kitted out of units, it is time to rumble. So as the Redeemer moves to the enemy base, action will commence. But first, but before the Redeemer goes into the enemy base, let me show you the technique in order to create 2 Redeemers. That's why it's got the red field there, and yes, there's the second Redeemer. Now this is used by the duplicating technique. What you do is use the support power that you get from the early stages once you got your operation center. You first use it on your original Redeemer, then put it anywhere else on the map to make another Redeemer. But be careful though, this Redeemer is really, really weak. If it takes half damage, it'll just vanish. So only use it for scouting and to confuse your opponents. Those are the best key areas. And now let's move to the explosive finish. Sorry about this, but I had to fast forward the video because I was running out of time and I wanted to get the key moments in. So here we see our Redeemer near the Tiberium spikes where my enemies are. And Bob has decided to take a wad of units into that corner tip field right there. He's got an avatar. No, he's got a purifier, sorry, because Black Hands have purifiers, not avatars. And he's also got a couple of Black Hand troop as well. Hopefully, if he's discovered Tiberium infusion, he shouldn't be taking damage from the tip spot. But yeah, again, if he's not that smart, he's dead. So we're sending an outpost to that corner tip field. I saw it, I was going to attack it, but then I thought, I'll go for that one later, I'll deal with the main base first. He'll be really crippled and hopefully he will sell that off. But being the Bob that he was, he didn't. But I'm not going to spoil the rest of it just yet. So here we go, he's got his Temple of Nod, but I've had mine practically a minute before he did, so if he decides to launch his nuke, I can launch mine beforehand. And let's see whether he's occupied his corner. Yes, he has. He's occupied the corner tip field, he's got a couple of refineries, he's got his Tiberium research facility, he's got his Redeemer building facility as well, he's got a load of purifiers, so he might be looking for that all-powerful Redeemer as well. Here we go, trying to unoccupy some buildings, because it has that Tiberium jet on its shoulders, it's able to ungarrison buildings just like that. That's why I normally kit it out with at least an anti-unit and an anti-vehicle does for me. But specifically, if you're going for Mark of Cain, I do suggest using Tiberium troopers and a missile squad. If you're doing it as Black Hand, I would suggest using a Black Hand troop and a missile squad. Oh yeah, that reminds me guys, if you want me to do a Redeemer Alliance strat, for Black Hand, let me know and I'll do it. Because I've done it with Mark of Cain, I want your opinion if I should do one for Black Hand, then I will do it. And then that'll be enough of a nod strategies for a while, because I've been doing a few for quite a while now. And then we'll move on to Scrin, because I personally think I've been leaving Scrin out for quite a bit. So we'll move on to Scrin next time after the explosive battle, which will be coming up next in my series of strategy videos. And we'll talk about that later. So as you can see, my Redeemer is attacking me in Bob's base, and so he's sending his units, which are a couple of Black Hand troops and a wad of avatars, down to his main base to try and take me out. Now, one thing you never want to do, you never want to send a Redeemer out on its own. Yes, it's a good way of getting it up to heroic or up to the other ranks very, very fast, but you just want to back it up. So as you can see, a few of my attack bikes are already there. The rest of the units which you saw in the early stages of the game are on their way up as well. As you can see, the raider buggies are there as well. Gonna take out that Temple of Nod first, since it's really, really annoying me. As you can see, the avatars are attacking my attack bikes. And now my raider buggies move on to the units, the enemy units that are there. And as you can see, that Purifier's mighty flame is coming in pretty darn handy. Now when I was attacking his base, I thought that was the only Purifier he had, and I was thinking, oh yeah, I've got this in the bag now. Only to find out, oh crap, he's got a heck of a lot more coming. So I was just like, shit, gotta get rid of his build queues ASAP. Well, I got rid of a secondary build queue, and then his units came, and I was like, oh shit, time to take him out. And as you can see all those flames going against my Redeemer. Luckily my Redeemer held out. I was a little bit iffy keeping my Redeemer there. Luckily I survived, and those Purifiers fell to their grave, and so did Bob's base. So if you want to know key tips for this strat, it's make sure your economy is good so that you can get the Redeemer quick. Make sure you have the Redeemer with the best combinations for you. Make sure you use the cloning technique if you can, in order to scout or confuse your opponents, and also make sure that you back up your Redeemer either in the main battle or either when he's retreating back to the Redeemer building facility. So those are some key points which I do suggest you think about and use to your advantage, because those are the main points you're going to have to think about when going into this strat or using this strat in game. So I wiped out his units working on the buildings, and I can clarify for you guys that yes, Bob did fail yet again. Sorry that I can't show you the entire annihilation of Bob's base, but I'm running out of time here, so I am very sorry, but that is all for today. Thank you for joining in for the Redeemer Aligned Strat. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time when it'll be the explosive battle number 1. Until next time, goodbye fellow strategists, goodbye.